This game is called Crazy Tennis. There's a lot of different ways you can structure the rules, but my favorite is you can hit the ball to yourself as many times as you want before you hit it over the net. If the ball rolls on the ground on your side of the court, after your opponent has hit it in, they would score a point. And so this game leads to a lot of endless rallies, because if I can keep that ball alive, I can keep bumping it to myself, I can set myself up for success. You want to make sure that you establish the size of the court, so we're only playing in one service box straight ahead. And then I also like to put a recovery spot for the kids so that they're not standing in an undesirable position after they have hit the ball. And so let's say that I forget to recover and my opponent hits it past me. It's not over because there's unlimited bounces, unlimited hits, and so I can scoop that ball up without using my hands, trying to prevent it from rolling on the ground, and then the ball is still alive. I haven't lost yet. And so even if I hit the ball in the net, I might still have a chance at it because it's not rolling on the ground. I can scoop it up to myself. In order for the kids to be able to play Crazy Tennis, they need to know at least how to bump the ball and control the ball to themselves. Once they have that though, it's amazing how well they can play back and forth and have nice long rallies. As the kids start getting good at this game, sometimes they just take advantage of the bump and don't really have a purpose behind it. And so then I will start eliminating the number of times they can hit the ball to themselves, because we don't want them to keep their partner waiting forever before they hit it over the net. And so I may make a rule that you're only allowed to bump it 2 or 3 times before you hit it over the net every time, or you can even put a time limit on it. For example, you have 7 seconds once you touch the ball the first time to get it over the net. And then I also like to make rules within the game. So we'll play a version now where every time we hit it over the net, we have to hit it from our left side with 2 hands. And so if I bump the ball to myself and I bump it with 1 hand, that's not breaking the rules, but I eventually have to figure out how to get the ball over here and then hit it with 2 hands when I hit it over the net. And so let's say the theme of your class that day was working on a lot of backhands, right? This would be a great supplement to that. And so even if the ball goes past them, typically you would think that the point's over, but in this game it just continues on and on, especially if you have that 5-second or 10-second rule. Another variation of Crazy Tennis is allowing them to still scoop the ball even if it's rolling on the ground, as long as they don't use their hands. And so if the kid can figure out how to get this ball up in the air without using their hands, they can keep playing. So for example, they could try to get it up like that. They could try to roll it back to themselves and then scoop it up. They could try to use the net or the fence to help them scoop it up. And so this is another fun variation to play, where even if the ball's rolling, it's not dead because I still have a chance to try to get that ball up. And this is all really good skills for them to practice. And again, it goes along with the theme of trying to keep the rally going as long as possible. The final rule or variation that I'll show you of Crazy Tennis today is if I hit the ball out of my opponent's court, I still have a chance to get it if I can run around the net, bring the ball back, and then hit it back over the net to his side within 10 seconds. So let's say that we're playing and I hit one way too hard, I can go get that. From the moment I touch the ball, I have 10 seconds to bring it back. 10, 9, 8, 7, I have to bring it back on my side, 6, and then if I can make it over into the box, we keep going. So there's a million different ways you can structure this game, and it's typically one of the kids' favorite games because there's a lot of freedom with how you play Crazy Tennis.